All right, this is for everybody. If there are requested topics to be put on the agenda for the annual meeting, please email them to our secretary. Looks a lot like Stephanie. By Friday, December 20th, any topics that y'all want to be discussed. Along that line, any member nominations also need to be sent to the secretary by Friday, December 20th. Proxies sent to the secretary by Thursday, January 2nd. And the January 2nd is a hard date because of our bylaws. So if you're going to send proxies, if you're not going to attend the annual meeting, which will be held here for the first time in a long time, hopefully it works out well, at 1 o'clock on January 18th here at Gulf Shores.
And also if they're attending in person, let me know just so we can get a finalized count.
A head count.
Yeah.
Our room is 100.
And we did a survey to make sure, and about 50 people responded, but this just kind of an actual attendance would be great. So make sure we're still on track.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. The room is 100?
This room,
It holds a
It holds
capacity
100
of
people.
We're gonna be
100
in this
people.
room.
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
the survey is yes, we're gonna come back here. And we only had about half of it, so we have a lot of wiggle room for more people to, and we hope more to show up, but we just wanna make sure we're within fire code.
I would also like to remind everybody, we have a social tonight at 6 o'clock. Christmas holiday theme is going to be, in here. So please come with your Christmas garb, your ugly sweater, or your Santa Claus shirt, or whatever. Come and hang out with the owners and let's talk socially and have some fun and do some good things.
Bring your favorite side dish.
Yes, whatever side dish you want to bring. Mine's going to look a lot like a Pop-Tart.
With holiday sprinkles.
Absolutely. Any other new business? All right, that being said, I'll move that we adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor? All right, anybody opposed? All right, good enough. All right, what questions do you have? Yes, sir.
The hollow windows are all getting deplorable.
Yes, sir.
We got anything in progress? to
Yes,
do
sir.
with that?
We're discussing to discuss. We had a meeting Thursday, talking about initial cost and timelines. Nothing's carved in stone yet. I have
Wheels
two.
are turning though.
Yes,
Yes, oh, yes, sir.
they've been turning.
Another thing, I turned in a cracked window in the third week of October. And I think the window and door people were still out here finishing up on building 3. But anyway, I'm in building 2.
Okay.
2219.
Thank you.
And, anyway,
What window, door?
it's a master bedroom window.
Okay,
And it was started out as a little line, and I think it may have been a stress thing from contraction, and but there's no speck or anything like maybe a rock or anything hit it. But anyway, we're on the 2nd floor, and
Did you turn that into Triton?
do I need to withhold my next assessment till I get it fixed?
Did you turn that into Triton?
Emily came and actually
Okay,
looked at
Emily
it
looked
the
at
day that I
So
was
they're
here.
aware?
Yeah,
And then you let them know in October about that?
I let Emily know.
Thank you. We'll follow up with that. Thank you. Don't withhold your thing, because there's
Okay.
all kinds of stuff in the bylaws. We're gonna stay on that now that we know. Thank you for bringing it
Okay.
to attention.
All right.
Appreciate that.
anybody else? Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
Well, I had 2 things.
Okay.
One, it's extremely dark when you come in here, and I asked the ladies when they were gonna fix the lights, and she said it's a timer issue since daylight savings, which is over a month ago. I don't know how long it takes to adjust the
Dark where?
timer. At
This
our
breezeway.
entrance, there's no
At
sign,
the entrance?
and you can pass,
Okay.
and it's just an accident waiting to
You're talking about the
happen.
entry road?
There's
Yes.
no
That's
sign
another- That's
saying,
another association.
I have a update on that. When I drove in this morning, the light was actually on. So I reached out to maintenance contact at Kiva. We own the sign, but I'm not sure if the lights are their responsibility. However, they are working on it today. And I said, we did have a timer that was flip-flopped out here for these portico lights. So that could be the same issue. They were 12 hours off because that timer was installed backwards. So they are going to be checking it today, and Emily's going to be following up with them.
And
So.
these in the breezeways of building 4, east and west are on the opposite too. You'll notice right now, the breezeways are on, and at night they're off. So that's a timer issue also that we're, if you get Emily to.
We're going to probably have to replace a timer or two is probably what she's
Because
already working
The
on.
breezeway one's on a different way than the walkway one's on, because each system has its own thing, so we're just down to the breezeway issue now.
Okay, and the other one is the stickers that you can't step off the patio without getting coated in stickers. And February, over a year ago, I took a picture of 2 men spraying, but it didn't do anything about the stickers. And they're terrible. You can't step off
Yes, ma'am.
the sidewalk. I threw away something because I had dropped it in the grass and it just would take forever to get the stickers out of it. So I had to throw it away. And it hurts your fingers to get them out of your rug constantly.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
rugs. I'm on the first floor, and everyone on the first floor can say how
Well, I don't know that it's a
horrible it
first
is.
floor problem. I think anybody that walks around the complex. So I'm not the sticker expert, but
You're not what?
the sticker expert.
Yeah.
We've talked to our landscapers, and what they told me was stickers are a pre-emergent thing. So the February spraying from last year will be for this year.
No, this was a year and a half ago.
Okay.
But
So-
the thing is, that if they would cut it, when you can see the green buds that are there, if they would cut the lawn down, then they wouldn't disperse their stickers all over, but they don't cut it.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
and anyway, I had gotten rid of stickers myself, but no, it wasn't stickers, it was fire ants, sorry. I never had this sticker problem where I lived, but, anyway,
Yes, ma'am.
it's,
We well aware of it, and thank you for bringing it up, and we will bring it up some more and see if we can get
thank
some
you,
movement on that.
I
for
would
sure.
appreciate it.
Well, on that same note, there's a lot of, just weeds.
Right, yes, sir.
Awful weeds. And-
We have, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I actually pulled them one day last year, pulled them off, and they're all back.
They're gonna be good.
Yeah,
You have to
we have a
stay
couple
on
of
it.
issues.
Yeah.
One, our irrigation system,
Right, I
Is-
understand that.
and without water, even the time release fertilizer and things, the weed and feed that they put out, it takes longer for it to work.
Yeah.
So we're struggling with the landscaping.
Right,
And we're struggling with getting a vendor that's willing to come out and do work. We've had a vendor come out 2 or 3 times to start repairing our irrigation system. And they don't want to work, so we don't want to pay them. And the last time he was here, working on irrigation, it started raining, not lightning, it started raining and he left. And he has not been back. So we've moved forward with another vendor that they should be coming out this week.
okay, well,
So if you know anything that you wanna
Yes,
I
throw
even
at the
put out grass
table.
seed thinking maybe that would choke it out, but the weeds are just.
right.
And then
Well, I live
grass
in
seed has to be
Louisiana, and I
watered.
deal with the stickers in the weeds in my yard,
Every-
every pasture. It's 4D
Yeah.
with a mean, will kill the stickers, and take care of the weeds, any broadleaf stuff, and it won't kill your grass.
I actually sprayed it myself.
But it comes back if you don't stay on it all the time.
I sprayed it 3 times this year.
Sir, did you have a question?
Sprayed it and
Yeah,
when it was dormant for 2-4 days.
I have I've got an an in-ground hot tub at my home. I don't live too far from here.
Yes, sir.
And it stays heated year round, whether you use it or not. The one we have over here in the nest, it's rarely hot. It's like it's either always broke down or something. Do we just have crappy equipment or what's going on? I mean, it's like, I don't come down here, but maybe 6-8 times a year probably to stay, because we rent a lot.
Right, yes, sir.
I would hate for my renters to not be able to access that, because it's never hot. I mean, what's going on with the equipment there? It just shouldn't break down all the time. Mine at my home don't break down at all.
I understand.
And it doesn't get used as much, obviously, but, because this is a public thing, but it's still decent size and stays heated year round.
So earlier this year, we had some issues with the pump and some timers that were doing some strange things. To my knowledge, since July, they drain it on Monday, so it takes 24 hours for it to warm, but I don't know that it's been down since then.
It's been consistent since then.
So that's the only thing I can bring to the table. We will definitely watch it, and they're very well aware because I like going sit in the hot tub myself.
Could it be the kids that get in there? They're like, during the summer, there's a lot of kids in there and they're hitting the red button. They get in there
Well,
and
that's
they
part
hit the
of-
button. I mean,
That is part of our issue, and
and I've
that's why
seen
they
kids
put
in the
the,
hot tub and it's like, yeah. And
that's
I'm
why they
wondering
put
if that,
the, safety cover over
yeah,
it.
they see that red, ooh,
You have to have that button for code
and so I'm
in a
thinking,
commercial setting, so we came up with that solution. And it has to be within so many feet of the hot tub
yeah.
because of the commercial deal, so
And it can't be locked. They
Right.
have to be able to
it
access
has,
it.
See, and that's,
And I will
I think
say-
they shut it off.
Yeah, I will say
Adults do
since-
it too, though.
Since the pump
Yeah, they
has
do.
been fixed and a lot of those initial problems have been fixed earlier this year, and that safety thing, it hasn't been down much at all.
Okay.
So, I mean, other than like the maintenance, and that's required when you're commercial, you know, you have to empty it to make sure you're maintaining sanitation. So that does, but it's only like a day.
So that's on
It hasn't
Monday.
been,
yes,
They
sir.
do that
Yeah.
maintenance on
and that's
Monday.
great because you wouldn't want to do it on Saturday or
As-
Sunday.
as
because
far
that's
as I
when everyone's
know.
checking in, you know?
That was their last
So-
plan. I'll double check that.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll put that in the newsletter, that hot tub maintenance is on whatever day it is. I believe it's still Monday.
I got a question, is the state fixing to do something with our preserve over here and open up a public beach between us and the beach club?
They decided in 2020, that they were gonna try to do all this bike lane and all this over here. That has been in the works, and Fort Morgan Civic Association has been working with them too, so watch that. Nothing is down the pipeline right now. So that's something that you always wanna keep your eye on. Fort Morgan Civic Association is good about keeping the community aware of things like that happened, and there's not anything right now.
Are we taking a position against that, or?
That's why we donate to them. They advocate for us, and we actually, as an association, donate to Fort Morgan. And if you're not a member, I'd encourage you to become one, because I'm telling you, they are our advocates for keeping this natural resource area and maintaining our happy spot, you know?
Did you
And
see the
we donate to-
proposal? Is that what you're talking about? The proposal probably a month and a half ago?
I just heard that they were gonna
The
access
proposal
the beach.
Public access.
building a boardwalk that will attach to the bike lane, and there'll be a public restrooms and
E-charger.
e-charger and a few parking spots at the front, and the boardwalk would go to the beach. But
That was 2 years ago.
that was 2 years, and they just had something in the news, or on, maybe it was a mullet wrapper somewhere. And just recently, they brought that up again, but I haven't seen any actions, and
Okay.
If there is something, I'm gonna catch it, and it's gonna be in the newsletter until I don't do the newsletter anymore. Trust me, I'm like eagle watching for that. But a fun thing though, and it'll be in this one, so spoiler alert, Gulf Shores just added 6 flights from places in other areas to fly to our area, so that should help with some rental for our opportunities. So if you're not advertising that, if you are
Yeah, Allegiant.
renting, Allegiant Airlines added 6 different cities to actually fly to Gulf Shores, so that's really gonna help. Of course, they're improving, they're adding another bridge, you know, for improved traffic, and they're doing all the fun stuff they're doing on 59. So they're really trying to help with the infrastructure to keep us going. So that's good to see, you know. But like everything here with our association, you got to put money into the landscaping, right? And so we'll kind of talk more on that, because we are, just like the windows, we are always looking ahead for that stuff. So something doesn't just, you know, you're always going to have things that you don't know happen, but there are a lot of things we're aware of. But that also takes, like they talked about, money. So we can throw a bunch of money at it, but that all comes out of our pockets unless we can figure out other opportunities for revenue. So
And we can't keep doing more and giving more without money there to do it. So we love suggestions on any revenue creating ideas.
And I don't think I've mentioned today, we had 3 board positions in January.
Just Ryan.
Please, if that's something that's in your heart, step up. It's wonderful. It's great. Love new ideas.
Which board position?
The way it works is every election, the board gets together and decides. So we have a 2-year and 2 1-year, correct?
We know, right now, open up is 3 2-year terms.
3 2-year terms.
So Joyce and I will stay on, and you'll have 3 more elected from the nominee pool. And then those 3 get together with existing 2, and we have an executive meeting right after the meeting, and we determine the positions. Those positions are determined every single year. It's not, you're running for the board, not a position. So that helps.
And we do have 3 positions available in
3
January.
2-year. Because this wrapped up, we're back on track.
We're back on
Right.
track.
Right. Anything else?
I got
Yes, sir.
one more question.
Yes, sir.
So the carpet squares in the hallways, anybody ever go through there and really try to clean up the spills? I'm okay with the debris, and it's time to vacuum and all that, but it seems like just some of those, don't get maintained very often.
I don't know what.
It's weird that you would come, whenever you come, and it's always like, looks like crap, it doesn't say anything for the complex.
So I can't answer to the interval of the cleaning, but when I got here Wednesday, they have gotten a carpet cleaner, and I don't know what building or what floor they've started on, but they are starting the process to shampoo the carpets in those areas. I don't know what the interval is, how long it's been since, but that is something that was brought to their attention.
And I know something can happen every single day, and that's hard to keep up with.
Thank you for that.
I really do know that, but it's really a crappy, it just looks low scale
And for me,
when you see that.
carpet in a beach location outdoors is interesting. And we've had those conversations, and probably the reason it was put in, I wasn't here when it was put in, probably the reason it was put in was for noise dampening.
Sure.
And so that, we have started those conversations this year about what's the replacement, what's gonna be the upgrade to that.
A lot of condos have, squares, and that, so you can replace those easily.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Higher end condos in Orange Beach. It's not uncommon, it's just not kept up as well.
Do you notice it being the same stains? Because we try to keep an eye on things, like you said, you hit the nail on the head, that sometimes something just happens. But if you've come out and it's like, that's exactly how that looked 3 months ago, nothing's happened.
I can't say that 100%.
Okay.
I mean, a year or 2 ago, maybe, but it seems as if, it's just not regular kept up, I guess,
Yeah,
from what I understand, from what I can see.
fair enough.
If I haven't used my allotted time, I got one more issue.
Absolutely. Sling it out there.
Sling it.
The storage room right out of the elevator on my 2nd floor building 2,
Okay.
the bottom of that door, about 6 or 8 inches up, it just completely rotted away.
Yes, sir.
And if nothing else, they could put a 12-inch piece of wood across the bottom of the door. But it's very sore eyed for, especially for
First thing
guests.
you see off the elevator.
Or metal cable, maybe.
Building 2, 2nd floor.
That was brought up. I did a walkthrough with our management folks, and that was pointed out. And I don't know the timeline to get that corrected, but yes, sir, you're absolutely
It's been like that
100%.
for a long, long.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
All right, I'm through.
No, good. Hey, yes, ma'am.
Did we ever get any information on how to make our lights more turtle friendly? Cause I know y'all said that y'all had tried to get information from the people that know about that. And,
No, ma'am. The short answer is no. The long answer is Lynn has reached out 5 or 6 times, including emails and letters and phone calls. And
And
they have other things to do right now.
This is what I do know about that situation is if they come out and look at it and they feel like it is a legitimate concern, like you have to take care, they will let you know immediately. If it's something like, they're thinking about changing to turtle friendly, it like goes to the bottom of their list. But after 6 attempts, it's just like, well, I guess if we were a problem, they're going to let us know. I don't know, but
I also know not too long ago, there was some concerns about some of the light, the angles of that. And
mhm.
then I think Triton went through and actually readjusted the angles of those, so that helps a little bit as well. So,
Right.
but yeah, it is.
The big issue, you got to be careful with like light shine, like with all the LEDs. If they're patrolling the beach and they do see that there's so much light shine, if there are hatchlings, they will get confused and they will, it's like having a gas station in the middle of the beach kind of thing.
But we had several
So-
turtle things, turtle
Right.
areas
But there
last
hasn't been
year, and they
disorientations.
haven't, so, I mean, they've had the turtle crew on our beaches, so if it was, that's the only thing that I can be comforted with, is that, trust me, if they see a problem when they're, monitoring those nests, they're gonna let us know, and they haven't, and like I said, we've done what we can to change the angle and stuff to bring it down.
Yeah, so it's about $12,000 a hatchling if they do get in the dunes, if they catch it. So they do take it seriously, but if they feel like it is a really, really big concern, they will, I guess, reach out to us. We've already tried to do that. So hopefully we're okay. But when the board wants to make that decision to just go ahead and do it, then, they would get prices to go ahead and just
And that
do
would be
that.
a
But
pretty big cost, I think.
it would. That's where your alternate revenue streams would help. So,
Yeah,
And a different landscaping option.
yes.
I did have one of the turtle patrol people talk to me once, and they said that when they've come by here and they're doing theirs, even when we had the one at the end of the boardwalk, just echoing what Stephanie said, that person that was in charge of that said that they don't see it as a problem. Sounds kind of silly, but from the turtle height with the dunes, our lights weren't, and the little bit that they were, that was addressed. But I think I know when I heard Daniel Craven say it's 10 grand or 12 grand a turtle, like, that's worth us looking into that.
We are very blessed with a high beam system. So
Yeah,
that's-
so that helps. So that kind of gave me peace of mind just to share that.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
I just have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How often are the concrete floors cleaned? How often? I mean, do they just?
Their cleaning interval is weekly.
Uh-huh, sure.
That is on their
That's on my
checklist,
door, yeah.
is the way that they do it. And,
Not each floor weekly.
no, not, it's one side
Yeah,
and they walk through.
Because I know, do they do the back patios any?
No,
No. Okay.
just.
So what, is there a certain
That's
chemical you
what I
have
like
to
to know.
use or can't use or anything like that on them? Because our back patio, I need to do something about it.
We
I was
need to
thinking
figure out.
there was something.
So the conversation I had with Triton about that, simple green and water, I use my scrub brush and
Okay.
and I went out there and I made sure nobody was below me because I'm on the 4th floor. And I wet it and I scrubbed it with my little scrubber brush thing and then I rinsed it. And
So look out below.
it
okay?
works, it smells good, it's not acidic.
Gotcha.
Right, no, thank you for checking.
I'll put that in the newsletter. That's helpful. Thank you.
Another newsletter, right?
Thank you, that's helpful.
That's great.
Good question.
Is Emily working? Is Emily working?
She is on property, yes, sir.
The reason I asked, I got about a 3-week window that nobody's in my unit. Maybe they can fix my window.
Yeah, she's on property. I don't know that she's in the
I
office.
got a number, I'll call
There you go. Well, if nothing else, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Hope to see y'all all tonight at our social function.
And there's 3 positions open,
Yep.
so.
them. Well, I was understood this is gonna be a potluck. We're supposed to bring a dish.
Yep, you did.
Yep,
Okay.
please and thank you.
6 o'clock. Here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Who's
Y'all have
running?
a great day.
Who's running? Who's running? Big 3. One more.